Today is all about advancing society by applying AI responsibly and ethically. And here to tell us more, please welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Sennay Ghebreab, Associate Professor, Scientific Director at Civic AI Lab, and Program Director of Master Information Studies at the University of Amsterdam. Please join me to give a round of applause to Dr. Sennay Ghebreab on stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. Thank you for having me at this virtual event. Let me look at the audience. Great to see you all here. I'm quite excited to talk about AI, ethics and inclusion. My first very complete avatar appearance and experience. So my name is Sennay Ghebreab, Associate Professor in Social Intelligent AI at the University of Amsterdam, and also Director of the Civic AI Lab, which is part of the National Innovation Center for AI in the Netherlands. As you know, AI is changing our society at an ever-increasing pace. Data has become one of the most valuable resources for our society, and AI technologies are increasingly becoming vehicles for decision-making in governments, in hospitals, in courts, companies, and so on. Many experts predict that AI will change society for the better. And they point, for example, to AI's enormous potential for the global economy and to how AI is already helping farmers improving their crops, doctors in making better and also faster diagnosis of diseases, and the elderly in combating loneliness, just to mention a number of examples. However, some experts predict that AI will also lead to massive unemployment, growing economic disparities, and even social unrest. There's even fear of losing human autonomy, freedom of choice, and free will. Regardless of their utopian or dystopian vision, if you will, most AI experts agree on one thing. The answer to the question how AI will affect our society depends very much on how AI will be able to embrace, to anchor, and to enrich human values. Values such as equality, justice, and dignity. And also to embrace, anchor, and enrich human diversity. The call by experts around the world nowadays to develop ethical AI therefore deserves our full attention and, in fact, collective action. Take the growing concern that AI reinforces exclusion, discrimination in society. Several examples of this have recently attracted a lot of media attention. Amazon's algorithm for recruiting staff that discriminates against women, or the compass system in the US that gives black people a higher risk of recidivism compared to white people with the same criminal history, and the medical risk profiling system that gives millions of black people who are as ill as white people less access to healthcare. And there are many, many other examples, not only in the US, but also in Europe and in other parts of the world. And all these examples concern algorithms that recognize patterns in large amounts of data and learn from them without human supervision, or with little human supervision. If this data contain historical and contemporary social biases and inequalities, then they will surely be adopted and reproduced by algorithms. For example, if algorithms are trained on historical police data, then conscious or unconscious biases in arrests are adopted in current predictive policing systems. Or if in the past black people had to be sicker than white people to be admitted to healthcare, algorithms trained on the basis of historical health data will also discriminate against black people. National and international institutions and companies respond to the emergence of biased algorithms, harmful biased algorithms, with measures aimed at controlling and regulating them. However well-intended these measures are, they are not sufficient for creating AI that respects human values and human diversity. For one, it's sometimes impossible to ensure that data sets on which algorithms are trained are representative of different population groups and are fair to different population groups. More importantly, however, the emphasis on controlling and regulating data and algorithms, and thus on technical issues, problems, diverge from the root causes of biased algorithms, namely historical and contemporary inequalities in society and the lack of human diversity in all kinds of organizations, private and public. According to the AI Now Institute in New York, 80% of the university professors in AI worldwide are men. For Facebook, 85% of AI experts are men, and for Google, 90%. And ethnic diversity is even worse. For example, 2.5% of Google's employees are black, while Facebook and Microsoft each employ approximately 4% black AI experts. A lack of diversity is problematic for any organization that operates in a diverse society. For organizations dealing with AI, however, this lack is much more consequential because of the boundless reach and rapid impact of AI technologies. Billions of people use Facebook and Google and Twitter, most of which do not resemble the white male developers of these technologies. So the risk that large groups of people face discrimination, exclusion, or unfair treatment is real and widespread. The lack of diversity of people in AI and the problem of biased algorithms have largely been dealt with separately. These are, however, two sides of the same coin. Lack of diversity in the workplace is often interwoven with biased algorithms. One thing leads to the other. And it also means that an AI workplace of people with different backgrounds and expertise may prevent the development and deployment of biased algorithms, or may even lead to algorithms that combat discrimination and inequality in society. Government agencies, universities, and technology companies recognize the problem of biased algorithms and the importance of diversity in AI. They continuously emphasize the importance of diversity of data, diversity of people and perspectives, diversity of processes and platforms, and yet diversity in AI does not seem to work out yet. It is as if all this emphasis on diversity is there to create some sort of illusion of involvement, of commitment, and inclusion. Organizations often state that they are unable to find diverse talent that meets their job requirements. Time and again, however, the problem turns out not to be the absence of diverse talent, but the inability to create an environment in which diverse talent can be recognized, attracted, and retained. After their appointment, many women, and also black people, say that they are treated as tokens of diversity, that their talents remain underused, undervalued, and also underpaid. This artificial inclusion is the real problem that needs attention and action if we are to develop ethical AI systems. Fully ethical AI understands values, builds on differences between people in terms of social cultural values, knowledge, skills, and lifestyle. You cannot enforce ethical AI by laws and regulations. Ethical AI emerges, in my view, from inclusive AI. Inclusion with time leads to ethics. Ethics does not necessarily lead to inclusion. If you want to make AI ethical, in my view, at least two things need to be done. First, AI should be taught to citizens from all walks of life, including perhaps especially those at the margins of society. Secondly, AI, and in particular public AI, should be created by diverse and interdisciplinary teams in collaboration with citizens, with communities, with civil society. This will enable grassroots AI technologies that serve citizens and communities better and more honestly. It is against this background that I believe that initiatives such as Women in AI Accelerate, that focus on ethical leadership and business acceleration programs for women, are not only very welcome, but are much needed to bridge the gender gap in AI, and through AI also the gaps in society. And they're also important because they can inspire other population groups to take ownership in bridging the many other gaps that exist in AI. I would like to end here. I hope you will enjoy the Women in AI Accelerate event today, and I wish you all good luck.